The Muslim Congress (TMC) is an Islamic organization with the vision of being on the forefront in keeping core Islamic values and cultures afloat as well as contributing to the development of every communities and the nation at large. Every quarter, a State of the Nation address is organized by the national body to analyze various subjects as it affects governance while providing solutions to issues raised.
Parent who did not just raise a
At this edition of the quarterly address, the non-governmental organization commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the removal of fuel subsidy, urging him to expedite action on the completion of the country's refineries to crash prices of petroleum products.
The onus lies on the president, lead government to expedite action on the proposed measure to cushion the effects of subsidy removal following widespread economic consequences of the decision. As a measure to ultimately crash prices of petroleum products, the government needs to expedite action on the completion of the Port Harcourt refinery, which seems to be taking eternity to repair. Critical decisions on Kaduna and Warri refineries should be taken, including the possibility of outright sales or public-private partnerships with capable investors. We acknowledge the rapid step taken so far by the new administration to steer the economy in the right direction.
The group also applauded the bold step taken by the new administration to unify Naira exchange rates.
Fitting and appropriate to applaud the bold step taken on unification of Naira exchange by the country's new leadership.
The quarterly address, which took place along with the 30th anniversary of TMC, was used to present the achievements of the organization. The group commended Professor Oloyede for upholding integrity on the UTME resort saga and also celebrated Aminat Yusuf of the Lagos State University for emerging the overall best students.
It is heartening to see the high-achieving graduate of the Lagos State University, Aminat Yusuf, being feted for her unprecedented academic feats as the country celebrates the Lagos State University best graduating student in history. At a time when many youth of ill repute are often projected as models, Aminat chose silent striving rather than the allure of glitz and glamour. She embraced a culture of discipline, enterprise, and taqwa.
The president of the Muslim Congress, Alhaji Wasuban Bella, stated that the rationale behind the briefing is to call government attention to issues affecting the country economically, politically, and socially, and give possible solutions as a faith-based organization.
The Muslim Congress is a non-partisan, it's a faith-based registered organization in Nigeria, and our role as a religious body is to call the attention of the government to some issues that affect the country economically, socially, technology, and otherwise. And one of the ways by which we are doing that is through our State of the Nation address, where we highlight some of the germane issues that are happening in the country.
Reacting to the removal of fuel subsidy, the group head in Lagos State, Tajuddin Olabanji, urged the federal government to make sure that removal of subsidy is across board and provide palliative to Nigerians.
We have some shortfall of the removal of subsidy and the impact on the Nigerian populace. First and foremost, we are urging the president to make sure that the removal of subsidy is total. Total in the sense that when subsidy is removed from certain members of the society, it should course across others. The allies, the political bigwigs that still enjoy subsidy in one way or the other, they should also be ready to make certain sacrifices. That is the first thing. Let it be total, let it be across board to everybody. Then secondly, a lot of palliative need to be made available for people, like transportation, ease of transportation, making available public transport and affordable to Nigerian populace.
We only implore our wealthy people and the stakeholders in education that they should be more interested in investing in education instead of isolating individuals. If they have invested in education, I'm very sure this case of isolated individuals would not have arisen at all. We have different schools that they can invest in. We have schools that they could sponsor scholarship in. So in isolating individuals, I think cases like this will still have to be reoccurring. But if they improve on the institution rather than the individual, it will go a long way to reduce the level of corruption. And
The Congress expressed dissatisfaction with the untold hardship caused by the lack of logistics by the National Arch Commission of Nigeria for Nigerian pilgrims and urged them to provide necessary arrangements in subsequent hours to avoid discomfort for pilgrims. Following the flood alert announced by the National Emergency Management Agency, they tasked federal government to embark on public awareness campaigns to tackle flooding and urged citizens to refrain from indiscriminate dumping of refuse to water channels.